the second constitution, May 20th, 1805, promulgated by Emperor Jacques I. Now, I'm not going to go through the entire constitution. You can do that online. It's very easy. You can Google it. I'm just going to go through certain interesting articles that popped out to me, and I'm going to be giving my commentary on those. So let's get into it. It starts out by saying, we, Christophe, Clairvaux, Vernet, Gabard, Pétion, Geffrard, Toussaint, Brave, Raphael, Romain, Lalendridi, Capois, Magny, Daoud, Congé, Magloire, Ambrose, Yayu, Jean-Louis François, Gérin, Moreau, Fervoux, Bazelet, Marshal Best, as well as in our name, as in that of the people of Haiti, who have legally constituted us faithful organs and interpreters of their will in presence of the Supreme Being, before whom all mankind are equal, and who has scattered so many species of creatures on the surface of the earth for the purpose of manifesting his glory and his power by the diversity of his works, in the presence of all nature, by whom we have been so unjustly and for so long considered as outcast children, do declare that the tenor of the present Constitution is the free, spontaneous, and invariable expression of our hearts and the general will of our constituents, and we submit it to the sanction of His Majesty the Emperor Jean-Jacques Dessalines, our deliverer, to receive its speedy and entire execution. Now, let's jump right into it. This right here is one of the most famous articles in the Constitution. It says, no person is worthy of being a Haitian who is not a good father, a good son, a good husband, and especially a good soldier. And for me, that's self-explanatory. And I could even extend that and say, you're not even a real black man if you're not a good father, a good son, a good husband, and especially a good soldier. And to me, that part of the Constitution simply says, listen, you're not a real man if you don't take care of your family, you don't take care of the ones around you, and you're not ready to pick up arms and defend everything that you care about. I'm talking about that part where it says to be a good soldier. That just means, listen, if you're not ready to die for what you believe in and take care of your family and love your family, bro, you're not a real man. You're not a real Haitian. You're not a real black man. This part of the Constitution, fire. Now, before we continue, if you read the entire Constitution, listen, that would mean that a good chunk of the current Haitian population living today is not going to qualify. Now, even me myself, there's certain articles in the Constitution which would mean that if it was applied today, I would not be eligible to call myself a Haitian. But not because of this, though. If we're going by this one, I'm still eligible, but you'll see later down the line. Let's continue. Articles 10 and 11 of this section says, fathers and mothers are not permitted to disinherit their children. Every citizen must possess a mechanic art. I'll say this, though. One thing that I respect in the early constitutions of the Haitian government was the encouragement given to family, the encouragement given to marriage, right? Even in the previous article, it said you can't even be a Haitian unless you're a good family man, unless you're a solid family man. You know what I mean? I respect how this Constitution places an emphasis on raising your goddamn kids, taking care of your family, taking care of your loved ones. I respect that. Let's continue. Article 12 of this section says, no white man of whatever nation he may be shall put his foot on his territory with the title of master or proprietor, neither shall he in the future acquire any property therein. Now, unfortunately, y'all goofy motherfuckers did not listen to Dessalines' his request and his demand and the laws that he set on the books, because right now, as we speak, there are several white men who own companies in Haiti operating on Haitian soil, you know, stomping their feet all through the goddamn country, doing their thing, doing as they please. So, you know, that's the effect of not reading the literature and the written text of your ancestors. And when you fail to study your ancestors, you're going to get punished every single time. Now, let's continue. The Empire of Haiti is one and indivisible. Its territory is distributed into 6 military divisions. Each military division shall be commanded by a general of division. These generals of division shall be independent of one another and shall correspond directly with the emperor or with the general-in-chief appointed by His Majesty. Now, in my opinion, it's no different than what we have in the United States, right? Where we got the states, and each state got the governor and the mayor, and they doing their thing in their own independent little section, but they report to the government, the federal government that controls, you know, oversees everything, but everybody's kind of autonomous in their own little section. So that's basically all that is. When they say military division, it's just little states within the entire country. And up north, you had Christophe. In the Port-au-Prince, you had Pétion. Down south, you had Geffrard, you know, etc., etc. Now, keep in mind, I'm just skipping all over the place, right? I'm not going to read the entire Constitution. I don't got time for that. If you search Haiti 1805 Constitution, I'm pretty sure you can find an English translation relatively quickly and easily. Now, let's continue. I believe this section is talking about Dessalines' power of making war and making peace. Article 32 says, to him alone is reserved the power of making peace or war, to maintain political intercourse, and to form treaties. He provides for the interior safety and for the defense of the state, and distributes at pleasure the sea and land forces. Basically saying, we got the shooters on deck, bro. We got the shooters on the roof, bro. Let's continue. This part of the Constitution is in regards to spiritual practices. Article 50 says, the law admits no predominant religion. The freedom of worship is tolerated. The state does not provide the maintenance of any religious institution nor any minister. This right here is another example of when you fail to follow the written text that your ancestors laid down. If this article in the Constitution was maintained, the Catholic Church would have never been able to establish such a power and presence in the country that it currently has. Here is another example of when you fail to follow the written text that your ancestors laid down. If this article in the Constitution was maintained, the Catholic Church would have never been able to establish such a power and presence in the country that it currently has right now. But anyways, let's continue. Article 11 of this section says, every stranger inhabiting the territory of Haiti shall be, equally with the Haitians, subject to the correctional and criminal laws of the country. All property which formerly belonged to any white Frenchman is incontestably and of right confiscated to the use of the state. Man, listen, I'm telling you, if this was the modern day, I'm telling you, they would have had Dessalines on CNN, on MSNBC, on Fox News. They'll be like, man, we got this dictator. We got this dictator named Dessalines. We gotta send the Marines. Let's continue. Article 20 of this section says, the national colors shall be black and red. A lot of people don't know, but the current Haitian flag is not the Haitian flag of our forefathers. But anyways, let's continue. Article 19 of this section says, within each military division, a public school shall be established for the instruction of the youth. Man, I just want to say that's some gangster shit though. Like, you know how like people say, I'm from this province, I'm from this city, I'm from this such and such. During this time, you would say, oh, I'm from the Western Military Division. I'm from the military division down south. I'm from the Northern Military Division. Bro, that shit sound gangster. I don't know about you, man. That shit sound hard. Anyways, let's continue. Article 21 of this section says, agriculture, as it is the first, the most noble, and the most useful of all the arts, shall be honored and protected. Now, I just want to say, and it may sound crazy because, like I said before, we always digest the European narrative of history, and we take that as gospel. But during the day when Haiti was allegedly under embargo, right, in these early days in the 1800s, do you know that the country was way more prosperous than it is today when it was under so-called embargo? Well, first of all, it was a fake embargo because they were still coming and getting their coffee and their sugar just off the book. So it was some fake ass embargo trying to look tough and shit, bitch ass niggas. But